Alright, so this is going to be a video about the iPhone 7, and according to Japanese Apple blog Mac Otakara, I believe that's how you pronounce it, I'm not really sure, I've never heard of it, and it's from Apple Insider. Apple may ditch the 3.5mm audio jack in the next iPhone because it's too wide for the next iPhone. And what does that mean? Basically, Apple wants to make the iPhone 7 even thinner, and right now we all have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack on most of our phones. There was some Android phone, I believe, this year. Some Android phone, it was like some Chinese manufacturer that made a phone that was too thin for a headphone jack and it did not have one. And basically, how are you going to listen to music? Well, you're going to have to get a set of Bluetooth headphones, listen through the speakers, or, which I'll talk about later, put it in the lightning port at the bottom. And basically, the new headphones are going to you're going to be able to plug them into the lightning port at the bottom. And this is all a rumor. This probably won't happen, which I'll mention why later. But they're powered, you just plug them into the lightning port at the bottom and it will work. Another thing is these, um, people will actually be pretty mad if this happens on the new iPhone. And I especially would be, even though I don't have an iPhone, because it could be a sign that other manufacturers would do the same. And another thing is they're supposed to be audio canceling headphones from the ones that you could get here, and the Apple headphones. If a lot of manufacturers do not make headphones that are specific to the iPhone, well, if they do not do that, then we're going to have a problem because you're going to be only using the cheap Apple headphones if this happens, and that's another reason why it should not happen. Remember people always laughing at Apple for their accessory choices and making their accessories only work on there. There's always jokes about that online. Well, this is even one step further. First of all, keyboards that only work with their computers or pencils that only work with them. This is worse than the Apple headphone or the Apple Pencil, which is an overpriced accessory. You already know these Apple headphones are going to be overpriced. You're not going to be able to walk into like a dollar store or something and get some cheap pair of headphones or something. You're not going to be able to go like Target or something or Walmart or Best Buy or anywhere really and get a cheap pair of headphones for no reason, or just a cheap pair just to have around, or if you need a backup pair, or if you really just use cheap headphones. I personally do not really buy expensive headphones and I don't see a use to, unless this really becomes a standard in the future, which it won't in my opinion. I really don't see a reason why Apple would do this. Another thing is the once you have headphones plugged in, you can't charge your phone until you take the headphones out. So you can't charge your phone while listening to music. I've done that a couple times, and well, if you get the new iPhone, you won't be able to do that. And I think this is kind of stupid in my opinion, because if phones have them, laptops have them, even the DS has a headphone jack. I bet the new iPhone should not have one, or should not get rid of it. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of hard to speak about that, but the new iPhone really should just keep that. And another reason why I think this is all bullshit is we also heard rumors that they're going with a USB-C port at the bottom, which is what the new MacBook has, and some Android phones, such as the Nexus 5X, have. And at the bottom, it's the new USB Type-C charger, and Apple could go with that considering it looks very similar to the chargers they have now, but which I don't know if they will or not. I'd be more likely to see that than the other rumors. Another reason why they will not get rid of it, and here's the reason why. Last year, when the iPhone 6 was out, a couple months before that, I saw an article that the iPhone 6 would not have a headphone jack, and because it was going to be too thin, which is the reason they're using this time. And it turned out it had a headphone jack, and it was rumored to be like that. I believe it was when early 2014 to middle of 2014 where we were hearing that rumor, when we started seeing a bunch of iPhone 6 leaks and rumors, which most of them turned out to be true. Some of the iPhone 6 rumors were very true, such as the 4.7-inch screen and the battery size, which were leaked, and some were completely made up and unrealistic. And this one, there is some realistic. It could be somewhat realistic, and if it is, a lot of people are going to be mad, such as myself, because There's going to be no way to get headphones. You won't be able to share headphones with someone who has a Galaxy phone or a LG phone or HTC phone, basically any other phone. And I just think these are kind of dumb. Yes, you could, maybe some companies could make headphones that are only for the iPhone and do that, but overall, most of these headphones I think should just be standard. I think we should have a standard plug-in and just have it work. I really don't want Apple to start selling headphones only Apple will. If this really turns out to be a fail on the iPhone 7, and if no other company supports these kind of, if no other company is making headphone jacks for or headphones for the new iPhone, you know what we're gonna have? We're all gonna be having to listen to the crappy Apple headphones, and a lot of people are not gonna like that, and that's another reason why is compatibility. A lot of people just want to use their headphones they have now. They don't want to go out and buy a new pair, such as myself. And if they make it even thinner, I think it's already thin enough. I think the phone's already good looking. They could just change up the design, maybe make it even thicker. People probably wouldn't even notice. Look at the 6S. Nobody noticed that it's thicker. That's all I really have to say. And what are your thoughts on this? Would that bother you if the next iPhone did not have a headphone jack? It personally would bother me, even though I'm probably not going to get it, but it could be a sign that other phones may do the same. That's all I really have to say, and I think this is a pretty dumb idea, and bye.